Hello everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life and I'm here for Freeze Friday. It is the 10th of April. It is Good Friday, so I know a bunch of people are, we're all home anyways, but if you aren't home and working, you may be home now, as is my significant other and my mother-in-law. Everyone is home today. So I hope you're all enjoying the day. It is currently a beautiful day outside. It's gorgeous. Very, very nice. And we are going to have a really nice long weekend together. But for that, Freeze Friday wise, I have been working through 30 days of sketches and getting a bunch of stuff used up. So I don't actually have anything to share with you because of the fact that it's all through my sketches that are coming up, and I can't really do much with that without giving them away. So that is what I have been working on. But as a side project, because my room is driving me a little bit crazy and I really want to get a good grasp on getting through stuff and what I have and what I need versus what I, just keeping things that I absolutely want to use. So I went back through some of my 6x6 papers. Now I am not completely done, but what I started to do was go through like the little ones that were almost done. Sorry, one little thing that were almost done being killed, but they were still in my collection. So I got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full, like these weren't full, but I finished these ones up. So the crepe paper craft market, crepe paper flea market, that's a Making Homes collection. Turn the Page by Paige Evans, the Simple Story Posh collection, and this really fun Kaiser Craft one called Fiesta. I really liked that collection. And what I ended up doing, and I did this with some of my Valentine's Day stuff too, which is actually where I got the idea. So let me show you what I've been doing with them and then what everything else is. So I started with this. This is my Valentine's Day. I have a lot of Valentine's Day stuff for some reason, which is funny because we only celebrate it once a year, but I have a ton of it. Like I don't need any more. I have so much of it. So I ended up taking the 6x6 and cutting them down to make a Project Life style, and I just cut them down to fit, and eventually I will add in some photos and stuff. And I think what I'm going to do with this one is include it in our I have one album that is like a yearly thing, so like every Canada Day where it's documenting just the fact that it was Canada Day goes in that album, so like holidays and traditions and stuff. And so I thought it would be fun to maybe just have a couple snapshots of the kids from Valentine's Day every year, and it'll just be a Project Life card through that. So that it's something I've been thinking about doing anyways, but being able to cut up the Project Life cards and do that makes me really excited. And then I will go in once I have photos and stuff and embellish and what so. So I did that with some of my Valentine's Day lines. I think I went through both the crepe paper ones for sure from like a few years ago that I kind of have been hoarding. So I really love that. And then that made me start to do into 6x6 because I did Project Life last year, but I stopped in the middle of it. But I really enjoyed doing it. So I just kind of simply took the little bits that I had left over and made the pockets with the paper in them. So all I have to do is print photos and tell my story for a few weeks worth. So I did that with what I had left over from those collections. And that was really neat. And then I had enough of this. This is Dear Lizzie, except for this card and maybe that one. And I just did one for a Dear Lizzie one too, that I could have a layout, and then if I have any extra photos or something, I could put it in there and just include this in my album. So that will just be sitting to the side, being able to use. I really like that. It's helping me get through my 6x6 papers that otherwise just sit and I never think to use them. I'm not done. It's a very large project because I have a lot of paper. So I have this stack still to do, which I know seems like a lot, but I'll show you my my throwaway pile in a second. So I've got that to do, and then I've kept some of them that are still pretty full, and I want to still do a couple layouts with them before they get cut up and to to do the Project Lifestyle, because I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. I really like that. I feel like it's going to work well. So I've got this 6x6 Spring Market still, the main squeeze, that that's the last Valentine's Day collection I bought, and I haven't barely even touched that. So there's that one. I realized I have this Indigo and Ivy that I love, and I think I've only ever made one layout with it, so yep. I have this really cool, it's called a Fox's Tail, and it was given to me through the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, and I think I did one layout with it, but I'd like to do a little bit more with that one. And then there was a couple Paige Evans. This one's pretty close, but there's enough to do a layout, so I left it. So the Oh My Heart and the Pick Me Up. And then this Love and Always is another Valentine's line that I can get a layout or two out of before I cut it up. And finally, I have the All My Heart and the Sunny Days line, which is within the other stuff. So those are all I have left for my full packs of 6x6. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. I think I started with like 20. So that makes me really happy. Now what I've done with the ones that I have been able to organize is I started a COVID, I don't know where I'm doing air quotes, but a COVID pile, because I am going to document this adventure that we're on. And so I've done things that just kind of talk about home, so I can have that there. And then I also started realizing that I have some, like I kind of picked out my favorite papers that I feel like I'm going to make either a traveler's notebook or some sort of an album with these. But I've been kind of collecting the ones that I feel like go together, and I've just been putting them to the side, and I'm putting them in here, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with them, but eventually I will do something with those ones. So I wanted to keep them all in one spot. And then I have, these are ones that I want to make layouts with, but they're not in their collections yet. So I've got some of this that I'm going to make a layout with, and I think I did that for, there's a few of them. So I've got one to do like a summer theme. I've got this beautiful Amy Tan that I've hoarded forever, and then I have a whole bunch of this bright colorful line to do one, and then a little tiny bit of a Simple Stories Valentine's line. So I have those all just piled on top of each other, but they're very obvious what collection they go to, so I'll be able to see that. And so that's also in a bag. And then I have one other bag that I can't show you because it's going to be sent to someone, and I don't want to give that away. But yeah, so I have just this little bit to go through still, and I will get through that in the next week, I hope. And then I'll show you what my spot looks like after that. But now let's show you, no one get mad, but this is my throwaway pile, and it has, no one get mad. I know there's pieces that are salvageable, but I decided it's not worth it for me. So I cut up a lot of stuff, you guys, like a ton of stuff. And anything that was super small or that I was just like, it's just not going to happen. Oh, and I also got rid of that Simple Stories, that one too. So yeah, there's, yeah, I got to throw a lot of stuff away, and I know that's gonna make, I think maybe I'll keep that one for the cut apart. I know that makes a lot of people cringe, and I'm really sorry. I know how you feel. If it makes you feel any better, I'm not actually throwing it away. I'm gonna put it in a little box for my kids, because they keep wanting to play and document with, you know, use tape and glue and stuff. So this is going to go in a little box for them to be able to dig these pieces out and to create what they want with. So it's still going to good use, but it's my throwaway collection. So yeah, that is kind of what I have to share with you today. Please make sure you head on over, go check out Moira and Kathy, and if Kristen's got one up, and I'll see you all, well, I'll see you all tomorrow because of my 30 days of sketches, but I'll see you all next Friday with what I've been up to next week. Bye!